So in 2018, a group of medical professionals started this project called Triall, and that's the project I'm going to talk about with you guys today. So they're bringing clinical trials digital, and with this whole entire ecosystem, they're making this whole entire process easy for literally everyone involved. So we're going to talk about this project, the token, powering this whole entire ecosystem, and of course, how you guys can be involved if you guys choose to do so. So let's just jump right into it. Triall. Here on the website at triall.io, and so that's TRIALL.io. So it says clinical trials are going digital. We'll make sure it's safe and sound. So they bring Web 3.0 to medical research. We create a digital ecosystem of blockchain integrated solutions to secure and streamline the development of new vaccine and therapeutics during clinical trials. Obviously, with how the world is going right now and how important this topic is, I do think that this project has a lot of potential, not only in terms of investment, but in terms of really making an impact in the medical field. So especially obviously the research that needs to get done. So our blockchain infrastructure makes clinical trials data tamper resistance. Obviously, I've talked a lot about the importance of blockchain technology and how important it is to secure data, and it's the perfect way to not only verify who has access, but also just make it easier to transact. So enable secure and efficient integrations between the many isolated systems and parties involved in the clinical trial process. Our software is created by clinical trial professionals. Like I said before, this was founded in 2018 by medical research professionals that know what they're doing, and have formed a great team that has developed this great platform, this whole entire ecosystem, optimal user experience, solving actual industry pain points. So we'll talk all about that today. So they'll talk about, if you guys are not familiar with all the stuff, they talk about clinical trials in a nutshell, and I do appreciate them going into the details here. We'll cover some of this today, but obviously it's up to you guys to do your own research. But pharma companies develop new vaccines, therapeutics. They have to prove that these are safe and effective for humans. Service providers such as contract research organizations and software providers are hired to manage clinical trials, in which safety and efficiency data are collected. Hospitals are selected as investigative sites. This is where doctors and nurses perform the research operations. Then patients or health volunteers are recruited by hospitals to participate in clinical trials after giving their informed consent. So what's the problem with this whole time? This has been like the model for, I don't even know, almost 100 years, I guess. But obviously there's ways to improve on it, and I do think everything that Triall is doing is definitely thinking about this. Obviously, with them coming from the medical research field themselves, they know firsthand of the pain points, but they want to come up with a solution. That's why they started this project. So clinical trials involve increasing amounts of electronic systems and data. It leads to a lack of oversight and uncertainty about the integrity and authenticity of collected data. Such reduces efficiency and reliability in development of new medicines. So obviously this is a huge problem. Of course, you want to get the most accurate data, make sure everyone who has access to it needs to have access to it. So I think that's obviously really important. And then you talk about integrity, make sure everything is fine. If you think about especially clinical trials, it could just be one or two issues, and that could technically ruin the whole entire project. So making sure that this is safe and secure and that the data is as accurate as possible is super important. So what is Triall doing? They're stepping in and improving on this existing process. Use world-class blockchain technology to secure clinical trial data and improve efficiency, trust, and regulatory compliance for all parties involved. So obviously they know about compliance, what rules they need to follow, and make sure that this is something that people can rely on, especially if they want to move forward and keep this going. Because especially in the world we live in now, like I said, we want to have there to be no delays, unneeded delays especially. So they have some great videos that talk about why Triall, their animated explainer, which I thought was really good, goes through the different steps of everyone involved. And then of course, which I think is also equally as important, is they talk about the backgrounds of the co-founders, why they wanted to start this, what they're trying to solve, and of course their background, which I think is a great background for this type of project. These are the people that you want to be behind on projects, especially like this. You want someone that knows what they're doing, and then talk about some featured partnerships as well. But again, they highlighted here, combined our team has managed over 100 plus clinical trials across 30 countries, tons of experience,
Years of interstate operations have gained a strong value network of partners and potential customers. Obviously, they already have the partnerships and they're kind of just building on that. They all share this, desire to make this process better. Our first product, Viral ETMF, is in production, currently being used and are onboarded by 6 real-world clinical trials across 3 countries involving an approximate total of 2,500 participants. More projects are lined up. So I think that's really great that they're actually have gone through this and they've have data to prove they're actually working on this. They've actually made some good accomplishments, etc. So again, they talk about the thought leadership behind their team, kind of like the growth of this, and then the market validation of this, etc. Of course, they've had great articles posted by them in a lot of different places. Obviously, I'm just highlighting this Forbes one. Can blockchain help us team up against COVID-19? And if you read this article, obviously they talk about things that projects like Triall are doing to help ensure that we help fight this as best as possible. So check the article out if you guys if you want to. They talk about some of their advisors, etc. They talk about some of their software, their solutions, the Viral ETMF, the Triall Hub web portal with dashboard interface that selects needs metrics from blockchain API connected solutions. And then, of course, a couple other products that they're working on. Obviously, here's the management team if you guys want to check that out. But again, let's talk a little bit about the token powering this. So if you guys are interested in buying it, it's called TRL, so Triall. And you can buy it through several different places. You can buy it, so a utility token is listed on Liquid and Uniswap and PancakeSwap. So literally, you could get it through Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, or if you just want to swap for it for a stablecoin like USDT, you guys can. But if you guys need help, they talk about how you guys can buy it, and I appreciate the guides that they have here. They also have a guide on how to stake TRL. If you guys are interested in that, we'll check that in a second. They do have some testimonials on their website if you're interested in that, about how this has impacted the ecosystem, how it has helped them in general. And there's a ton of these. If you guys want to hear it straight from them yourself, not only from investors, but also people that have used their products, which I think is great. Staking. So if you want to stake, they do have a program is launching exclusive TRL staking program, offers pool for additional staking and liquidity staking with APRs up to 250%. Obviously, you guys are always looking for ways to make passive income. 250% is pretty nice. A total of 8 million trillion tokens reserved for staking rewards. So whitelisting is required to participate in the TRL staking. So if you guys are interested in whitelisting, you can follow the directions here. Earn a spot in TRL staking program. Click on the button below and complete 20 of the listed tasks. They are pretty simple to complete, so don't worry about that. But they talk about the different staking pools if you guys want to learn more about that. But again, you have to be whitelisted in order to do so. But like I said, I do think it's a good way, especially for this project, that you consider a long-term hold because of the fact of everything that they're doing. It's a good way to earn passive income on this. So definitely check it out if you guys are interested. Obviously, read some of this disclaimer stuff for yourself. And checking some resources, you could read the white paper, the pitch deck, etc. There's a ton of information in there, but I think the biggest thing about this project is, if you compare it to other projects, is this has real world use cases. It has real world clients, and it says real world token usage. It has a real token that's already powering this ecosystem, which I think is great. And of course, implementing things like staking is definitely going to attract a lot of people. Their first product, the Viral ETMF, is already working on clinical trials for the COVID vaccine, which is great. And I think having that data on the blockchain makes sure that it's secure as possible. Again, definitely check out the animated trailer. I'll put the link in the description. That's definitely helpful for you guys to learn more about this. Again, obviously their team is really great. And of course, it's great to see that they're being advised by some of the best medical professionals out there. And I think that's really important for a project like this. So they also have a great pitch deck. I'm not going to go through all this stuff, but they talk about why clinical trials, what's the problem, what they're trying to solve with this. They still have some screenshots of the platform if you guys want to check it out, which I think looks really great. Obviously, how the blockchain technology is improving on this whole entire system. The token economics is 2-token system, access to ecosystem utilities, direct P2P compensation, community engagement, ecosystem governance, membership, and rewards. And then talk kind of about how this works here. They have the TRL, the smart contract, and the T-Cred. And then they said fixed conversion rate, 1 T-Cred equals $100, so that there's essentially as stable as possible. TRL is converted to T-Cred for each contract and client's pay 6 months up front. They also have membership rewards. They have token burn, vesting schedules. Again, tons of work has gone into the overall tokenomics of this. And if you want to learn how the token sale happened, you guys can. Obviously, it's available now for you guys to jump in. It's obviously crypto is very low right now. Kind of all the charts kind of look the same. So if you guys want to jump to a project, definitely do your research and figure out if this one is for you. Again, the management team, which we talked about, some of the partners that they worked with, definitely exciting. If you guys want to check out the roadmap, actually the idea and the research of the project started in 2016. April 2021 was their initial token offering. So planned activities over the course of 5 years post ITO. So again, 2018 I think was takeoff, 2019 early development, 2022 market introduction. So it's great that they didn't just launch their token, they put a lot of thought and effort into this, and we're really building up to ensure this was a successful launch. And I think that's really, we should definitely applaud them for that. But there's a lot of exciting things to come in the near future. Obviously, they're doing additional features on this platform, obviously improving it as much as possible. More exchange listings, more opportunities, obviously, for staking and that. And then I think it's just, they're trying to make this as sustainable as possible. So obviously, they're definitely working on global expansion, different sides of the platform, and obviously improving this ecosystem even further. So definitely check out this roadmap if you guys are interested. But that's Triall. Like I said, it's a really great project, really doing good out there. It's great to see projects like this out there that are really trying to improve the way we do things, especially in the clinical world. The medical research, I think, is even more important than it was. So like I said, this project started several years ago, but I do think that there's a lot of room for them to continue to grow. Definitely a lot of opportunity. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on this project. But thanks everyone for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this project in the comments. I'll talk to you guys next time.